Hello and welcome to Starfinder One Shot Part 2, making it a second shot or a double-barreled shot. Let's go with double-barreled shot.
A double
barrel.
Yes.
I'm Ben and I'm the GM.
I'm Pete and I'm playing Sobo Hittiglove, the Vesk soldier.
with a terrible accent.
Yes.
I'm playing Corvus, the human outlaw.
The Schlag.
And I'm Simon, and I'm playing LX47, an android mechanic.
Okay, so when last we all convened to play a quick spot of Starfinder, Sobo and Corvus worked for Husker Vesh, a known suspected crime lord on the underside of Absalom Station. Having successfully carried out their mission for him in the past, they've been invited back to see him again, and this time waiting in his office with Husker Vesh is a sullen-looking android who unfortunately owes Mr. Vesh a favour.
Shit happens.
Yeah, owing Mr. Vesh a favour is never a good thing.
Definitely not.
So on entering,
I'm going to stare at the other Vesk bodyguards again, feeling a bit with my chest out and my Hittiglove.
I'm going to do what I did before. Swagger at him. Boss?
all right, steady on, don't get ahead of yourself. Right, I heard that you used to run with the Schlags. Is that true?
Run with him. I ran him.
He still is Schlag.
Didn't they all get wiped out?
Not me.
Fair enough. I guess that means you do run them then. Anyway, I might have a little job for the two of you.
Good.
This is an android by the name of Alex. He owes me a little favour. He'll be going along on the ride for you. Excellent mechanic. Knows what he's talking about. Good fix-it man.
He smells strange.
He's an android.
Very well.
Doesn't have skin proper or anything, does he? Now, right. So if you remember, you two did me a favour and you picked up a birthday cake for my little girl.
Ah, yes.
Worked out beautifully. She was made up. Now, thing is, see, I've got her a present. She's got this thing where she wants to be some kind of starship captain or other, right? So I bought her a spaceship. But, finding a crew. Where does one find a crew? I can't give any of my lads, because a lot of them, well, they've got immigration problems on some worlds and stuff, innit? So, well, Alex here owes me a favour. He'll go. He can be a mechanic. He can fix the ship if anything goes wrong. Not that it should, because the thing's bloody new. But, you know, she's not great at parking. So, we take our chances, won't we? I want the two of you to go along as well. You're going to be a bodyguard. And you're just useful to have around, I think. Now, I don't want to hear about either of you making eyes at my little girl. Well, there's going to be trouble. But I don't think you'll do that.
No.
So what I want you to do is to get yourselves down to the docks tomorrow. Not Dock 2 this time. You're going Dock 1 because it's a little bit more above board, shall we say. And my little girl's called Mirabelle Vesh. And she is looking to take her maiden voyage with a new spaceship what I got her. I want you to go along, make sure everything goes all right. You know, Corvus, you can stand in and pilot if you need to, can't you?
I can.
Mind you, matey is quite a nifty pilot and all.
I can pilot.
That's nice.
Very good.
So, you know, he
Yeah.
pilots, he knows things, he hits things. It's handy.
Are you expecting my skills to be used?
I hope not. But my little girl is very precious to me, so I wanted to send a bodyguard with her.
Very well.
And you're a body. That'll do. You're a big bloke. You get in the way of stuff.
Yes. I'll stretch.
Right, I don't expect it to be anything too strenuous, to be honest. I imagine she just wants to have a little poke around the system, drop in on a couple of places. I think she said something about going and buying some pet or other that she wanted.
Pet?
Yeah. A bunch of the posh girls on the station are trolling around with these funny little pet things. She thinks she's got her eye on one of them.
You know of this? You know of this? I do not look at... I've been drinking.
I'm not surprised. What's this pet?
This little pink fluffy thing.
Not big thing with teeth.
No. Well, it's got teeth, obviously, because otherwise, how's it going to eat? It's this little pink fluffy thing with great big eyes. It's just like one of them little tiny dog things that you stick in a bag, only a bit bigger than that. Not a lot bigger.
So,
Anyway,
it's a dog.
Well, except it's got like 6 legs
Right, doggish.
and a really big mouth.
Alligator.
No, they're fluffy and pink.
A fluffy pink alligator.
No, alligator's got a long mouth, isn't it?
They also don't have 6 legs.
It's got a wide mouth.
Very well.
Anyway, I think she wants to go and get one of them. Now, I understand there's a place out in the asteroids that's got them, and they say there's dodgy folk out in the asteroids. Ever since the whole planet blew up and you got the diaspora, well, can't trust the people out there. So, a little bit of muscle. Go along in case it's a scam.
Very well.
This will be your debt to me paid off, sunshine.
Very glad to clear that.
Right. Oh, I suppose I better pay you and all.
That would be nice.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
All right. Well, what should we say? 100 credits a day plus expenses, and if anybody does give you any trouble and you manage to get your hands on their stuff, oh well, you got your hands on their stuff.
What if they have no stuff, but still we have to kill them? You get danger pay?
What if you can make it a bit extra?
All right. Then.
Seeing as we did such a good job last time.
Given that it's not going to be dangerous, because you're looking after my little girl.
You got bluff or something, because I don't. Okay, cool.
You want danger pay? All right. You do anything dangerous, I'll pay you.
Excellent.
If
I always
there's
do
something
dangerous things.
You want a little bit extra? Okay. You bring me something that makes it worthwhile being a little bit extra. I'm good for it.
See what I can find.
This
Man.
sounds like selling him the stuff that we find. But maybe that's an easy way to sell. Okay.
Could do that. I meant more sort of useful information or little snippets of information you might pick up out there in the asteroids. A lot of them pirates out there, aren't there?
Pirates.
Yeah.
Get to punch a pirate in the face.
You go for it, mate. You punch him while I nick his wallet.
Excellent.
See? Perfect team. You punch him, you nick his wallet, you fly the getaway ship.
I fly away fast, yes.
Perfect. So you've got a wheelman. Right. Tomorrow morning then. Nice and sharp. Be good. Don't do anything naughty. Make sure my little girl comes back to me safe and sound.
Very well.
No worries, boss.
Android man, do you drink?
I don't think his kind can they?
We can drink.
Shall we go have drink? Get to know.
Shouldn't we
What
get on
was
the
your name?
job?
What was your name?
Alex.
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 I'm just going to call him Lex. Sounds way too much effort.
Alex. You said
I call you
Alex.
Core. Core, is that a good name?
Go with whatever you feel like.
Extra syllables are apparently different.
Hey, the less people know about me, mate, the better.
So Bo. So Bo.
So Bo.
Excellent.
Are you still running with Hitty Glove?
For now. I was thinking about changing the name to Droid Fister, but I thought that might be a bit extreme. Because that's what you did in the last one, and their names are all based around.
Perhaps
like,
the
what
droids
they
might
do.
like fisting.
Maybe they do. Right, so you're heading out for a drink then?
Our job is tomorrow. There is the evening between now and tomorrow. So we have drink?
Let's go find ourselves some
Alex?
entertainment.
I just drink.
If we went to work together, that seems sensible.
There is a nearby bar, inn, taverna, hostelry.
Hostelry.
Not so much a hostelry, more a bar.
Okay. Can we go in the bar and see if we can figure out any information about these asteroids, these pirates?
I was going to go and see if I can find out about this bloke's daughter.
I'll go and ask about pirates then. You go and ask about the dogs.
Okie dokie.
I want to know how much trouble we're in.
I want to go and check the ship.
Okay. Right, so you go your separate ways.
So you don't go for a drink.
I will come for a drink.
Afterwards. I thought you were
No, we're going into a bar.
We can meet you in the bar.
obviously in bias. Okay.
Right, well, the nearest bar is called Sheet Metal.
Sound good.
There's a live Vesk band playing.
My favourite bar.
Mate, they're freaking terrible.
They are pretty bad. They're basically slamming big heavy things against other big heavy things.
Mate, your people have got a lot of talents. Music ain't one of them.
But it's a dark, warm, quite crowded bar. Lots of dock workers, generally of the larger build, the kind of people that want to look hard by hanging out in a Vesk bar. Vesk bar.
Okay, dock workers, cool. I'm going to go and schmooze in a way that only Sobo Hittiglove can.
So you're going to go...
I'm going to walk over and go, you, dock worker. My name is Sobo. I wish to know about the asteroid and the pirates. What do you know about this? Would you like a drink?
Yes.
So I'll buy a drink, give it to him. Like some crappy, cheap ale or something.
Wow,
Synth ale or
you really went all out.
Veskian ale or something. I don't know.
Asteroids are a mess. They're horrible. There's all kinds of crap out there. I mean, you know how asteroids work.
No. That's why I asked.
Okay, well, there used to be 2 planets,
Yes.
and they
They
flew into
smashed
each
together.
other
Yes.
and exploded. And now
Yes.
there's lots of asteroids where they used to be. See, the trouble with that is, a lot of the asteroids, they've ended up being, well, they're a pain in the arse to search. So you see, the law don't get out there much.
Alright.
So it's a fairly lawless area. You get a lot of pirates, a lot of dodgy characters going on out there. Cult of Bestmara, you know, your piratey types.
Cult?
Well, cult.
Right. Punch them in the face.
Goddess of pirates. You know, they're not shy about it.
Ah, yes.
So people tend to call them a cult, but, you know, it's a priesthood, I suppose. Just a priesthood who believe in, you know, take what you want, give nothing back. So yeah, there's pirates out there. They're not everywhere. I mean, if you listen to half the sort of news feeds and you watch all the pulp on the vid screens and stuff, you think there's pirates around every corner. Every asteroid's got its own little pirate base, and that they're all flying around in these spaceships with big wooden sails on. It's not like that at all. What you've got is you've got millions of asteroids, a couple of which have got pirate presence on.
Right.
So yeah, there's some out there.
I don't watch news. Just blood sports. But thank you for
Did
information.
you catch that one the other day?
Where he smashed his face on the spike.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
I've never seen a Shireen's head pop before.
Excellent.
Very squiddy.
It was.
Yeah, but you know, he gets Dane to pay.
I had bet on him, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate.
So, once again, Sobo loses his money.
Never bet against the Kasafa.
Well,
2 extra arms. Can choke you out and punch you in the guts.
just bites his face.
True. And if that Shirin bloke had thought of that, he'd still be here today.
Indeed. Thank you very much.
No worries.
I'll buy him another cheap drink.
You are the soul of generosity. Still drinks a drink.
I'll go and have a drink.
Alright. I'm going to start smoozing around the bar to try and find out what I can find out about Mirabelle.
Right, well, let's have from you then I guess bluff is probably your best bet for the nearest one to do.
Oh,
That's quite good.
21.
nice.
Jammy.
I can open
Yeah.
up. I know a bit about blood
Ben,
sports.
do you not remember
Oh
the
yeah.
last episode where he rolled like 15 plus the whole time? And I kept rolling a
Walk
4.
up to one. Did you see that ludicrous display last night?
As Mirabelle's boyfriend.
So yeah, you're sort of schmoozing and asking around, and you come across this little Isoki fella who's sat looking really miserable.
That's the rat guys.
There's the little tiny rat guys.
Okay.
Sat next to a gigantic Vesk, who occasionally just bellows with laughter and then slaps this guy. Like, he's got a cybernetic eye over half his face. and a robot arm that hangs off over his shoulder, as well as his regular two. You asked a question about Leggy Fish?
That's right. What do you know about her?
She's hot-headed, they say. She is crazy woman.
Bit crazy, you say?
Crazy woman.
Not much for one for going to poodle around a local system then.
She have purpose. She do, the blogging.
The blogging.
The blogging.
All right. Do you know where I can find her blog?
I don't know. My memory is not so good.
Flick him a coin.
She's got a YouTube channel.
Which will be in the comments below.
I'll flick him a coin. Sat up.
Yeah, little. Just passes it straight to the big vast guy and just pockets it. Every little help. You notice at that point he's got a little chain from a collar to this guy's belt. Never get in debt to a desk.
Not a bad plan, mate. Not something I intend to do.
Terrible idea. This is very bad life choice. Anyway, yes, so I hear tell she's crazy lady and she not look much like her dad as everyone think. And she's very secret. She kept very secret. He not tell people about her. But now she have birthday, she old enough to be media.
So she posts what she's going to do all over the place.
No. She go and she make like documentary, and then she come back and she post.
Right. Have you seen any of them?
No. This I hear. I have my cousin. My cousin is maid in Vesh household.
So is this stuff all publicly available then?
No, not yet. I think she start to make some available since birthday, but a lot is for practice. She want to make new thing to make name in public domain.
Right, so she wants something special to get her name out there.
Yes.
Well, shit.
But I know this. She love animal.
She likes animals.
She love animal.
Right, so she might like a pink fluffy thing with a lot of teeth.
Oh, you have seen those too. Only very, very wealthy.
Sounds like the sort of thing she
Even
might be after.
Mr. Vesh, he could not get one of these, I think.
Oh.
Not without the string pulling.
And where would you get one of these sorts of things?
Oh, I don't know. They say
Some kind of dodgy trader?
it is not on station.
I'll take that as a yes then.
So I imagine yes, trader, probably in asteroid field. An asteroid field is very lawless. You can buy anything if you have credit.
I'd imagine the sort of people that trade in these aren't the most savoury of characters. And probably full of fucking pirates.
Could be, it's true.
Ever been out that way yourself?
I've been out in diaspora. Yes, many times. My owner, boss, he does the minings.
And have you ever seen these pink things for sale?
No, we don't sell in mines.
So you've only been to the mines?
Mines, mostly on the ship for me.
All
I
right.
fix engine.
I'm sure you do.
He's good. He's better than sitting next to him listening to this god-awful music.
You don't need to tell me, mate. These people can do a lot of things, can't fucking play.
I'm moshing it at the front near the band.
I'll glance at him.
Right, meanwhile, you've strolled off down to Dock 1.
Do I see any of these? I mean, obviously I don't pay attention to these strange meat creatures much. So do I see any of these dogs, these fluffy six-legged things?
Not down in this sort of district. They'd
Okay.
be much further up in the nicer bits of town if they're going to be anywhere. The sort of pets that you see around here tend to be more rat-like.
What, that rats? Okay, that's so yeah, I'll head to see. I mean, is the ship where it's supposed to be? Does it look new? Just
Yeah,
give it a once over. Just is it a reasonable ship to be flying? Is there any?
Oh no,
something about
it looks
They're
like
trying to-
fresh off the production line, pretty much. It looks like it probably hasn't been out very far, and this will be its shakedown flight.
Well, that's
yeah.
promising.
It's still shiny, it's still new. There's another Isoki down there, sort of washing the windscreen. Scraping stickers off. You are crew on ship?
Yes, Alex will be crew on ship come tomorrow. Is there
You
much?
want I take plastic from seats?
That'd be good.
Okay.
Alex think. Mirabelle probably would prefer that. Yes.
Ah, yes.
Got to make all good for Mr. Vesh's daughter.
Well, it's Mr. Vesh's ship.
Has ship been flown before?
Ship was flown into station from outside station. Delivery came and ship was flown into station.
So, 10 kilometres on the clock.
Yes.
Well.
But it's good engine. It's good engine. It will run. Limited guns. But you know, it's decent chassis.
Alex is hoping guns won't be needed, but
Well, you know, for space rock.
clear paths, yeah. Not take on pirates though.
No, you do not want to. You do not take child in brand new space car to see pirates.
Excellent. That's what Alex
That
thinks.
is a terrible plan. Mr. Vesh, you'd be very angry.
Alex think that you're very, very right on this.
That is the point.
But no, it's good ship. Boom, boom. It's full charge. I have shined all surfaces. I clean windows. I take plastic off seats when you go, and remove paper from footwell. Still have that new ship smell.
Hopefully, she'll appreciate that.
If you need, he hands you a little card.
Well, if I'm in the
Santi's valet.
okay,
You know, if you need valet, you call.
maybe when ship returns.
It's good to clean dirt off. And
Yes.
maybe one or two scratch, yes?
Yes, let's hope no scratches.
With that, you've seen the ship, you've had a bit of a poke around. You're going to head down to the bar to meet the others?
I'll head down to the bar. So having out the ordinary on the ship, I'll head down to the bar and
Nothing spectacular.
at least get to know my comrades in this positive outing. No possible risk to anyone.
None at all. You can see Sobo jumping up and down in front of the band and occasionally smashing his fists together to make a loud noise.
And
Don't know if
shouting,
he's
"Hitting
clapping,
glove! Hitting glove!"
singing along, or advertising.
I'll probably try and find Corvus then. That seems. Hopefully he's not doing that.
You see Corvus just sort of sidling away from a table with a couple of Vesk hard types, miners, and a little Isoki. Much like the one you were just talking to, but looking a little bit more cybernetically enhanced and scruffy.
I'll go and buy a beer, whatever is available. Bring it over to
I'll
him.
find a computer station terminal.
Yeah, you find him over by the computers, up on the wall.
Cheers.
Alex bought beer.
Cheers, X.
There's a new ship, completely new. never been flown before.
I have to ask, given what I just found out, what are its guns like?
Clear rock, maybe. That's the best we're going to do. Why?
I think we've got a bit of a party girl on our hands who wants to go make a name for herself so she can be the big thing on social media.
So Mirabelle isn't about to just go twice around the station and return back.
No, we ain't going for a cruise around the system. We're going somewhere dodgy. She wants something to post on the social media, so I'm just trying to find out anything else I can about this bird before we set off.
I'm going to come over and clap them both round the back and go, these guys are my new favourites. I will buy everything they have made. This music is so good. Hey, Android man.
Yeah. Alex, yeah.
How are you?
Very well.
I'm going to ignore him and start doing stuff on the computer while he's bothering him.
There are lots of pirates where we're going.
The ship has no guns. No guns to boy worth talking about. And Mirabelle is
This is not
looking
good.
to make a name, apparently.
Can I be on the computer be trying to find her blog?
You can try, make a computer's roll.
When you're there, Roger, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.
I don't find it.
I'll look over his shoulder and correct the mistypes.
No, you won't.
I'll reach over and punch it with my glove.
I make 15.
You get thrown out of the bar.
I'm just checking, that wasn't an attack roll, was it?
No.
15.
15? No, you're not going to find her on a 15.
What were we rolling on?
Computers.
You do see...
8.
Ooh, impressive.
Yeah, for Sobo.
You access the CBeebies website.
Cool.
You do find that she has liked and followed some social activism sites recently. So while you can't find her blog because it hasn't transitioned across to the public domain yet, in the last few days she has followed a bunch of animal rights activists and sort of real truth documentarians.
The animal rights activists, are they pro or anti fluffy things with teeth? Is that a cruel manifestation, or is it we saving them from extinction? Or
It looks like she actually runs the gamut on the ones that she's taken a look at. So there are some that are care for the kitties and be nice to them, and there are some that are smash all the labs open, release all the animals, trample the fields, let loose the cows.
Cool.
is she liking one of those types and not the other, or just happily liking
No, she
both?
looks like she's looked at a spread
Okay.
of various different types, and more sort of to focus on their ways of exposing things. So to look at the media aspects of showing how things are done. So the sort of spy camera angle of the more sort of clandestine groups to the more well-funded groups portraying animal cruelty and the way in which it happens. And trying to so, you know, some of them, they're trying to shut down things like illegal animal fighting rings. And
They are the best rings.
they are just as common as the ones that want to topple the state and force everybody to live off of vegetables. Although you do notice that they have opponents as well in the vegetable rights group. There's an argument raging between this one animal rights group that want everybody to eat vegetables and a vegetable right group that believe that since some plants are sentient, that all plants have the capacity for sentience and should therefore not be eaten.
Carrots feel pain.
I could ask questions to them. I just don't really care. Humans are strange, and move on.
Well,
Oi, this bird ain't human. She's a basket, isn't she?
They're vesh, are they?
He's Vesk.
Oh,
yeah.
he's-
Husker Vesh is a Vesk crime lord.
Okay.
Yeah, best.
So yeah, getting that wrong. Okay. That's why it's
Because I do Russian accents for the Yosoki and he keeps doing it for the Vesk. But Husker Vesh is an unusual one because he's got loads of cybernetic tattooing patterns on the
Yeah.
side of his face.
That's cool. Oh no.
all meat looks the same. It's hard to tell.
Well, we have a job.
Mate, that's just racist.
We have a
Species
job.
are shy.
We do a job.
We've got to do this job while trying to stop this bird from getting herself killed.
It's not like we can't do a job.
And
you
getting
owe-
ourselves.
I think
not killed.
knocking her out might not be a great plan.
knocking her out.
Just, you stay away from her. I know you're supposed to be her bodyguard, but guard her body from over there.
Right?
So is there anything else you want to do this evening?
See if I can find anything out about these pink
Stock up
fluffy
on
things.
grenades.
Yes, grenades. I want some grenades.
I want to look,
Because
see if,
things
I,
wasn't collateral damage are going to be perfect for
see if I can find out if this pink fluffy thing is going to be a problem.
I've gone then. Let's have another computers roll because they are quite exclusive at the minute.
20.
Oh, nicely done.
Yes. Your numbers are a lot higher than mine. Apart from athletics.
And fitty.
Yeah,
Funny enough, I'm not as good at punching things.
that'll do.
Yeah, and you immediately stumble across an advert for the most adorable pets. Tired of the same old pet? Why not take a look at this new and improved pets, latest from Genentech, organised? And it's a 6-legged, pink, fluffy thing with great big baby eyes and a couple of little sharp teeth in its mouth. And it's shown with beautiful, beautiful women carrying them round like babies. And handsome, square-jawed young human men playing with them like adorable puppies.
So Genentech, that's... Oh, sorry, I'm I'm drinking.
Yeah, so, I mean, are we talking these things have been genetically modified to be adorable pets?
Yeah, it looks like.
And they're about the size of what? Chinchilla? That sort of...
More sort of Pomeranian.
Okay.
Okay, from this, can I tell where these things are being sold from?
Sorry, I don't know how big a Pomeranian is.
About that big.
Okay, cool, that'll do.
About 24 inches long.
Cool. A short
Bigger
sword.
than a chinchilla.
A short sword.
Yeah.
Sting.
Ah.
No, Sting's not shorter than a short sword.
Right.
So yeah, no, there isn't a way of getting in touch with these people. There is a contact form where you can invite them to get in touch with you. But the asking price on one of these pets is 500,000 credits.
How much?
I think we should nick some.
I think we should go.
I think we should nick some.
Pink.
Oh, they're also available in blue and purple.
I'm liking purple.
I'm not thinking about nicking one for us.
No. Sobo is going to bed. I see you tomorrow at Chip.
Can I buy some sedatives?
I'm going to try and get some grenades on the way to the bed.
Okay.
Grenades! I want grenades!
Just as a...
What kind of grenades do you want? Do you want shot grenades? Do you want smoke grenades? Or do you want frag grenades?
frag grenades.
Frag grenades. You can pick up 6 frag grenades without too much trouble. And a frag grenade is a thrown weapon that does D6 explodey damage in a 15-foot radius.
Range? No. Yeah, cool. Thank you. 6.
I want to get some sedatives.
You want to get some sedatives. That might be a bit trickier. So for that, I'm going to ask you to make a life science check if you have such a skill.
It's like,
Life science or medicine,
Still got 3 on it.
or if you haven't got either of those, you can make a bluff check, but it'll be harder.
What medicine? Yes, 24.
Wow. You,
I hate sitting next to you.
Don't mate, I know things.
it is his job.
That's true.
He drinks and he knows
It's-
things.
I drink and I know things.
Yeah, fortunately you got contact when it comes to that. You know a bloke who, well, technically,
They're for horses.
well, they're for animals. There's certainly for animals. Technically, I was going to say, technically he's not even qualified to really be a vet.
There's a shock.
But he does patch people up and administer pharmaceuticals under the counter to them who can afford it. Now, he's not cheap. He says, I heard, though, that you came into a bit of cash recently.
Not as much as I'd like.
Gun running.
Nah, not my style.
Well, that's what I'd heard.
I wish it was gun running.
Well, that's big bucks, that stuff. If you don't want to get into that, I know some people that know some people. But,
Alright.
yeah, alright.
It's a nice game changer.
Yes, please.
significantly.
Yeah.
Big bucks, I'm in.
But, right, look. I'll give you some of these. They're really supposed to be for, big herbivorous animals. So don't use the whole
Like
of
a
it.
brontosaurus.
So
If you were to use all three of those, you could put down one of them big dinosaurs on Castrovel.
So if I was to give, say, half of one of these things, say something about 8 feet tall, it would knock it out.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Do these things dissolve in drink?
No. You want something this strong, it's got to be injected. And
Alright.
I've got something that will dissolve in drink, but it tastes like crap.
I'm not sure he'd notice, but
I have a highly evolved palate.
I'm assuming I've got something I can go.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the injector to go with.
Wicked. Nice doing business with you.
Yeah, well, if you need patching up, you know what come.
If you need information, you know the same.
So you pass him some money. You pay some money for your grenades.
You fucking stick me with that. You're going to
Video
find out why I'm
editing.
called
Video
a
editing.
hitting dog.
Mostly the
I'm doing my
ability
job
to
right,
wipe
you won't
video
know.
tape or whatever mechanism you use to record videos in.
If you cook with
Cameras.
computers,
Okay,
you're
fine.
laughing.
Fine.
So, given your expertise with both computers and engineering, you're fairly confident that you can at least deal with most cursory security.
The ability to, let's say, take out half an hour of someone's, let's call it blogging camera, so half an hour of someone's blogging camera, may be something that might be. Anyway, so
Oh, I thought you were saying you're going to become her cameraman.
Depends what she's filming, doesn't it?
at least the camera will be pointing away from you then, rather than towards me.
Point that thing at me, I'll break it.
Gonna have a nice chat with Mr. Vest then.
Ah, it's a loser.
That's going to be your new. Yeah.
So
Shut that over there!
for my action, I wish to try and sedate all of the Vesk in the room.
Natural 20.
You fucking would as well, wouldn't you?
No, that's when I'll roll a 1 to
Yeah.
jab him in the eye and be like,
What was that supposed to do then? Got to take the safety off.
Cap is on end of needle.
I think he's treated me medically in the past then. Okay. So you're calling it a night at that. You've looked into some video editing software.
Yep.
You've bought some grenades. You bought some horse tranquilizers.
I think that says a lot about every character in the team, really, doesn't it?
Trying to have all bases covered. Right?
Yeah.
That pretty much does it. So the next morning, bright and early, you make your way down to Dock 1. ready to meet your new captain.
Horse tranquilizers.
We in no way endorse the use of horse tranquilizers.
Only on Vesk.
And you sort of ready to go, ready to go, ready to go. And you see one of the Vesk bodyguards from Mr. Vesh's office come trundling onto the docks with a pained expression on his face, a suitcase under each arm, another one in each hand, and some kind of tray thing around his neck that's got some smaller boxes perched on it. And he's wearing a woman's hat, big broad-brimmed felt hat. And he sort of plods up to you, puts the cases down, puts the cases under his arms down, takes the collar thing off, puts that down on top of the cases, takes the hat off, turns around and walks away without saying a word.
I'm just going to walk onto the ship.
Are there any of the Isoki dudes hanging around?
Yeah, there's always a couple of Isoki hanging around in the docks.
Little men.
What is it, Chief?
I point at the suitcases and point at the ship.
Right, you are, Gov. And one of the littler Isoki, probably not much more than a teenager, manfully tries to struggle up on one suitcase at a time and shoving it into the hold. So you've boarded the ship.
I'll gotta wait till she appears.
Like new ships now.
I'm going to walk onto the bridge, pilot cabin, wherever.
Yeah, there's a little bridge and there's a couple of, sort of little sleeping rooms.
Just going to go have a poke around the ship.
Yeah, there's 2 bunk rooms with 2 bunks each. There's a more stateroom with a single double bed in it. Double bed in it.
Here's my bunk. Good enough.
One
Listen up, love.
Yeah.
You've got the bunk.
Sharpie written on the door. Corvus.
Oh, that's a good plan now. So the bunk
There's a little
rooms.
kitchen, there's a little mess
So the bunk
area.
rooms, have they got like name tag things on the doors? Can I make some? One room's got mine. The other one has got these things.
That's probably a bit smarter.
Yeah, I'm not going to try for the stateroom. I don't think that's quite that good. Natural 20. Well, yes, I do want a bunk bed.
So yeah, the 2 of you staying outside?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay outside and wait for her to arrive. I think.
From what I know about her, do I know what sort of drink she'd like?
Not a clue.
Can I use the computer on the ship to see if I can quickly find out if there's anything on her from other people about her?
The computer on the ship has really got only the basics on. There's nothing been uploaded to it. It's
I've got like a
brand
smart
new.
pad or something.
Yeah.
Let's just see if I can quickly find out what drink she likes. Or if there's any photos of her holding them.
There are no photos of her.
None.
None.
Alright, what are all the posh kids drinking upstairs at the desk?
Now you're thinking. There's an Eoxian Twilight, which is very popular at the minute.
Amongst Vesk?
Not amongst Vesk, no.
Alright, what are the posh Vesk drinking?
Posh Vesk just kind of drink is grain alcohol.
Oh yeah.
It's about 60 proof.
Alright,
You can
very
also
good.
use it to clean brass.
I'm going to make one of each
My God.
and have them on a tray.
The Eoxian Twilight is a beautiful drink. It's got sort of swirling black and grey mists in the glass and a faint smoky pall that pours off of the top of it.
Cool.
Alright, yeah, I'm making one of each ready.
Whereas the grain alcohol, you kind of need to put a lid on before it evaporates.
Alright.
It's not uncommon for Vesk drinks to actually be served with a little paper mat or over the top of it. You take that off before drinking it.
You have to do it just right.
Because otherwise you hit yourself in the face with paper.
That's how I got my drinking problem.
That's how they know when you've had too many. So you've made one of each of those,
Yeah.
and you two are waiting outside,
Mhm.
and the little Isoki chap's gone back and forth 6 or 7 times,
Yeah, I'm not
carrying stuff on.
suitcases.
He sort of looks at you,
I'm going to make sure
stands next to you, looking up at you.
when he comes in, he's
Give him
taking
some
it straight into
money.
the...
Chuck him.
Twitch.
Chuck him.
Oh, cheers, Guff.
I'm going to make sure they put it in the stateroom.
And off he pops. And then a few minutes later, a gaggle of young women come onto the docks.
Mhm.
It's about half a dozen of them. All around the same sort of height, about sort of 5'10",
Mhm.
all fairly slim, fairly slender. There's a couple that have got little head
Humans?
tentacly bits. There's humans, there's a couple of Lashunta. There's one girl that looks like she might be Kasathan. No sign of a Vesk there. As they approach the ship, they sort of swarm around it, cooing over it and talking about how brilliant it is. And one of them's like, right, piss off you lot, I'm going to take it out. Oh, you my crew? Says this tiny, slim, little half-elven girl.
Yes, Alex is.
Do I see this through the window because I've been watching out for him? I'm going to quickly just get rid of the best drink.
Welcome to your ship.
Thank you, Daddy bought it for me. It's very nice. I'm Mirabelle. Shall we go? Bye, darlings. We'll send you a video.
Sobo is very disappointed.
He thought, damn, getting in with the boss's daughter.
Very well.
Alright, as she gets on, as she basically boards the ship, I'm going, Lady Mirabelle, I thought you might like one of these to start you off.
Oh, I like him. Where did Daddy find you?
Ah, I'm around.
He is the schlag.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
None of that. I just thought it's tradition to start a new ship with a drink.
Ah, yes. Where is mine?
It's not your ship, mate, is it?
It is all of our first trip on ship.
That's lovely, thank you. That and the champagne breakfast has got me set up right nicely for a little drive.
And all of your bags are in your room.
Perfect. So you're my steward?
Yes.
No,
he
I
is
just thought I'd
steward.
try and look after
I
you.
am bodyguard.
He's the one to stop you getting hit. I'm the one that knows things. He's the one that makes things work.
So the engineer and steward and Daddy sent a bodyguard.
Hello.
Always with the bodyguards. I know it's not your fault, you poor thing.
I'm here to go and hit things. I am Sobo Hitty-Glove.
Hopefully that won't be
He
necessary.
gets a bit carried away. Don't mind him this.
Now, I don't know if Daddy told you, but there's a pet shop I want to go and visit.
Mr. Vesh did mention you were after a particular pet.
Oh, good. Yes.
I believe it's one of those, and I forget what the term was that they used to call them. Pink fluffy thing.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Fluffy things.
Skitters.
Who's a skitter, I hear?
Ooh, you are informed. Yes, that's right.
I told you. I drink and I know things.
That's good to know. Well,
I drink.
I know things.
a perfect collection.
A Venn diagram.
In a very charming way. Would you like me to show you the bridge?
Lead on then. Oh, let's not be super formal. I mean, I know I'm the captain and all of that, but there's only going to be 4 of us. I'm Mirabelle, Mirabelle Vesh. Probably not what you were expecting. Daddy adopted me many, many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of an odd pair. He's kept me a secret this long because he doesn't want to look weak. But I think I can show him a thing or two about looking strong. So, should we go shopping?
Of course.
Or whatever it
This
is that
way.
Mirabelle wants.
Very well.
Okay. Can any of you fly? I think actually that cocktail on top of the champagne might have tipped me over the edge.
Either of us can fly, miss?
I can fly the ship
I can fly
if you
ship.
prefer.
You can all fly. Wow, that's terribly
I wouldn't
far-sighted.
suggest it.
Oh,
My
you can
piloting.
fly.
My piloting's not bad. It's 6. It's +6.
1, 2, no,
9.
9.
Yeah.
If I had to say out of 10.
Oh, What about a 6 out of 10?
Tell you what, Lex, if you want to take the L.
LX.
What's with you, Sobo? Just making it informal, like the lady said.
Very well.
Alright, Mr. Alex?
Alex.
Alex.
I
Take
will
us out.
sit in the pilot seat and
Oh, we got to sit down, haven't we?
Anyway you like this.
I shall offer her a cigar. Your first voyage?
That's not very ladylike.
She shrugs.
It is a
All
day
right,
for trying
before
new
she
things.
completes.
And I'll have a cigar in my mouth as well, look it.
I'm offering like the ladies first.
Sure. Little.
If it's not to your taste, I can get rid of that for you, miss.
No, that's fine. It would be rude.
Don't need to worry about that with him.
Oh, God.
Be rude.
No. This is fine. It's exciting. Take us out, Mr. Alex.
okay, let's
I'll go get you a drink. I'll put the lighter away without lighting his and go get her a drink.
With a match. Always light cigar with match.
okay, does it start? Let's go with that as a
I'm gonna sit in a seat
Well, could be
behind
in the wrong
Alex, somewhere near him. Put my feet up on the panels, sort of near him, and smoke my cigar over his shoulder. Not like too obtrusively, but slightly obtrusively. I'm making friends with him. This is how I make friends.
feet off the panels.
Oh, second time in as many days.
Very well.
Weeks.
Very well.
Right, yeah, it starts up, no problem. Very smooth.
I'll offer you both a cigar.
Cheers, boss.
Fly her out.
Make a piloting check.
There we go. Let's get a 1.
Didn't that happen in the Traveller game?
Yeah. Double white.
I know that was
The jump drive.
navigation.
14.
14. It's a bit of a wobbly start, and you're concerned that you may have scratched one of the bits of the back fuselage a little bit on your way out. But, you know, as long as nobody says anything, any landing, any takeoff that you can walk away from,
Get someone to buff that out later.
like, as luck would have it, you've got a good valet
Check
number.
that number.
And you ease out of the station.
I'll guffaw behind him.
I'll ignore that and say,
Don't worry about this, miss.
do you have
I'm
a...
sure he'll do better next time.
Yes, please head out of system towards the diaspora. And we're looking for Asteroid MX1B.
As while we're sort of still in range of the station, I'm going to be like putting that into my thing, see if I
Tapping
can
that
find
into
anything
the
about
side
it.
panel next to me.
It's actually in the safer area
Okay.
of the diaspora. It's in a bit where poor traders go. It's almost like a market.
Like a black market, one might say.
Not quite. I mean, it's a bit too cheap to be a decent black market. It's a market where people who can't afford trading pitches will often set up, or a place where people who have been booted off of Absalom will sometimes go.
So it doesn't sound like the sort of place you normally sell 500,000 credit pets.
No.
Interesting.
It also doesn't sound like the sort of place where you would expect to find the world's most terrifying pirates.
Are there any Genentech labs on that asteroid?
Nope.
Just checking that one.
I'll
So-
read it back and just check that I've got the right, I can't remember,
Coordinates.
right coordinates to make sure I'm in the right place.
That's the one.
Can I see if they've got any subsidiaries or known aliases?
One of the things you notice when you're looking for Genentech, actually, can you make a computer roll to see if you do notice?
20. I rolled a 12.
Is that there are actually 3 companies that are showing up on a lot of your searches. And a lot of the searches is saying, did you mean Genentech?
Alright then. Are they on this
So,
asteroid?
so there's a company called Genentech, there's a company called Genentech, and there's another company
Nintech.
called Genentech Original, which is about 7 or 8 pages into the searches before you even come across them.
Are any of them on this asteroid?
Genentech Original do have a trade pitch registered on that asteroid. Neither Genentech nor Genentech would deal on anything that low scale. Those are both major multinational, multiplanetary corporations. Genentech is run from Castrovel. Genentech is run from Verces. They're in direct competition with one another. And Genentech Original appear to not have anything to do with either of them.
I see. And any connection with these fluffy animals?
Oh no, Genentech Original are the ones that were selling the animals.
Oh, they're the ones selling them.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
So it's a place to go and buy them.
they're the ones. So they are there.
Yeah. Basically, they're piggybacking the names of 2 major genetics firms to look like they're reasonable and kosher and decent.
I see.
Common trading thing to try for dodgy traders.
But they're trading out of a car boot sale, essentially.
Yeah, effectively.
Cool. Good place to get some genetically engineered creatures.
Yeah, it would be like trying to go to a car boot sale to buy Cartier.
Okay.
Right. All right, Miss. Have you got all of the stuff you're going to need to pick up one of these things? From what I hear, they ain't cheap, and I can't imagine they're going to want a direct transfer.
I've got just what we need to find out what we need to know.
Money. Yes.
Yeah, there's a bit of money.
Very well.
You
What-
trading them information?
There might be some information.
What sort of information are you kind of trying to trade with these people?
Well,
They ain't
let's
the
get
most kosher.
let's get the course sorted and locked in first. It should be a couple of days out there, so I'll tell you all about it when we get a bit closer.
I think you should give us all the information now. I will say very charmingly.
Doesn't matter. We are going.
Well, the ship's flying in that direction, so
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to probe for information while he's doing his thing.
Lady has to keep some secrets.
Of course, miss. I wouldn't ask you anything personal. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me put it this way. There's something fishy going on with those Skitters. Something doesn't feel quite right.
So you want to go have a butcher's around their lab?
Yeah.
They look
Well,
fine,
even
not
if we
fishy.
just have a butcher's around what's a butcher's?
Sorry, miss. Bit of a low tone word for you. A look-see.
Yes. Yeah, I want to go and have a look-see around their sales yard.
I will smile at her use of my common terminology.
And see if maybe there's anything that links back to a lab or where they're actually breeding these things or where they're coming from, because I don't think there's something quite right about this. I think these things are a little bit too close to a creature that's found in the Vescarium. You ever heard of a Skittermander?
Yes.
Are they the ones that breathe fire?
No.
I'm glad to hear that.
No, they're sentients.
Mm.
That's what I think is dodgy here.
You think they've tried to make these things kind of...
I think they're trying to make pet versions of a sentient species.
That seems a bit dodgy.
And that does strike me as a little bit dodgy. And if I can scoop this, because Skittermanders aren't all that common on the station, neither are the Skitters. So I think that if I can get the scoop on this, not
Scoop.
It's a term... I think the lady here wants to be the one to break this story to the public.
exactly.
Very well.
When we get there, why don't you let me poke around, ask a few questions, see what I can find out for you, so you don't waste your time. This is what I'm here for.
If that's what you think, I mean, I was planning on sort of storming in there with like cameras on the go, and
That's not how people get information.
I don't know. I've seen a few documentary shows and stuff where they do just do that. They burst in and they shut down dodgy traders.
Those are all staged.
Yeah, I suppose they
If
do.
you want to get the real one, let me find out the information. Once I've got it, we can get your cameras in the right place to get the right stuff, so you get the big story.
He's a clever man.
Alex
I give
agrees
him
that you gather the information first.
Okay,
You
well,
know your conclusions.
This
before
is
you,
my specialisation,
film.
miss.
I'm still very new to all of this, so if you think that's the best way to go, I shall bow to your superior expertise.
Have you got any equipment for making this sort of job easier? I'm not talking cameras. I'm talking cameras.
Oh yes, yes. I have drone cameras. I have spy cameras. I have audio equipment. I have holographic equipment. I've got stuff the size of a pea. I've got stuff the size of a dog.
Excellent.
Pomeranian.
If
About that big.
if you let me have a look at what you got, I can get you information, and then for the big scoop, we'll get you in there. How's that, miss?
Sounds like a good deal. Wow, looks like Daddy actually did something right for a change. You're not criminals, are you?
No,
Not
miss.
yet.
Don't mind him. I'm just good at what I do. I find stuff out, and I find it out for other people.
This might actually work out. I was thinking that I would hire my own crew, but Daddy wouldn't let me go without him having some say in it. I thought, I'd just put up with it, but you lot seem to know what you're talking about.
There's a lot of people out there who take you for a ride, miss. This doesn't strike me as the sort of thing you've done before,
It's
and
not.
there's a lot of people that would give you the talk and not be able to do it.
Well, let's see what you can do then.
Good. We'll go find it out. We'll bring you back the camera footage. We'll tell you where you need to go. You'll get the story. Everyone's happy.
Sounds like a plan.
And I will punch a pirate in the
Tuska's happy.
face. You still punch pirates.
Only if we need to. We'll
Very
call
well.
that Plan B.
Okay, so you fly out for a couple of days into the diaspora until you come to the flea
I'm going to
market.
spend those few days charming the living pants off.
I'm going to ask Alex a lot of questions about what it's like to be an android, but they're all very stupid questions.
Do you have belly button?
How do you breathe?
After a while, I get bored and ask a question in return like, so why do you eat food? And why do you,
Because I'm hungry.
And this is why I'm talking to the young lady.
It beats the Abbott and Costello show. So you arrive at the
why do you dance doing this? Very, very strange.
Smash. A hitty glove. Show passion and strength.
Can I have looked up on the HoloNet what these young ladies get up to in their spare time and try and be...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, not that kind of...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think we're all doing that
Unfortunately,
at
looking
some
for the
stage.
activities of young ladies on the HoloNet gives you lots and lots of things to work through.
Pastimes.
So old porn.
There's a lot of stuff about music.
Alright, I'm going to use this to play my way to knowing a lot about modern music. Which, to be fair, I probably do. My character's not that old, I don't think. And I know it's not going to be bloody best.
She does quite like music, but she doesn't seem all that fussed by it. There's a fire in her.
Alright, I'll big up how I think it's cruel what they're doing to these things.
Don't go to that.
See, once you start getting on that sort of topic, that gets her talking. So it's not just about the cruelty, though. It's about the duplicity. It's about
Yeah, they need to be honest.
the illegal experimentation. And cruelty to animals is sometimes a necessity. I can see that. However,
Not on a sentient being.
not on a sentient, and certainly not to turn them into pets for rich kids.
Completely agree, miss. I'm glad to see you're enlightened enough to know this. A lot of spoilt brats wouldn't care less.
A lot of them wouldn't. You're quite right.
Alex thought the best music was cruelty to animals.
If it was exposed to those animals, it would be.
I'll give them both a dour look.
She's quite clever as well. She can give as good as she gets.
I'm just going to chill out for 2 days.
Yeah, a couple of days later you arrive at the system flea market that is in the diaspora. Asteroid MX.
Alright. Have we docked?
Well,
or-
before you dock, are you coming to
I do whatever's traditional, standard things. Yeah.
Okay,
Call
well-
on the tower and say we're coming in. I had to know how official this little place
Don't
was.
say who we
Stretching
are.
in the background.
We don't want them to know we've got someone high class on board.
No, I'll tell them I've got Corvus coming to buy some stuff.
Right, well, if you could make
Trade some merchandise.
It's going to be a pilot roll, but off of intelligence rather than dex. So use your intelligence modifier instead of your dex modifier.
Piloting. Okay, yep. 15.
Would you like another 20-sided dice?
I'll burn that one later.
Absalon ship, this is MX Control. No sense in you landing if you're going looking for the people that you claim you're looking for. They've moved to a next door asteroid, about 100 miles rimward. Flash this beacon and attempt landing there.
No, just so the character as the player knows. So did I give basically? So I gave a complete. So basically, they pointed me somewhere else because they didn't say what we're actually here for.
Oh right, I thought they were pointing you somewhere else because you did say what you were.
Oh no, so that's fine. Okay, fine. So I was just trying to understand what. Okay, fine. So okay, I'll move.
A bunch of the further out asteroids have been taken over by places that were getting a bit too big to be on the MX asteroid.
Okay.
It's still an MX asteroid.
Okay, so it's very close.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Okay, fine. Thank you, Tao. We will fly that direction.
it's a much smaller asteroid, but instead of having just a crater to work out of, this one looks like the whole asteroid has been hollowed out and given a bit of spin for some artificial gravity.
Nice.
And it has a fairly simple dock on the top, which has got one ship already docked, a little shuttle, probably not much better than capable of running around inside the asteroid belt.
Can I check? Is there just one company, this Genentech original, on there, or is it multiple companies?
This asteroid is being down as just Genentech original.
Okay.
While he's doing all that, can I be
I will tell the rest of the crew.
putting like
everyone
spy
else.
cameras and stuff on?
Do they have, so can you communicate with them? Do they have like a customer service type? Because we're going,
I would like to make
no,
it
but
complete.
we're going there under the guise of shopping, right? So I assume you can say, hey, we're here to buy some stuff. Can we dock? Or is this like a lab? You know, is this like a professional?
This is more like a pet shop.
Okay.
But it's a very upmarket pet
Okay,
shop.
fair enough. I just wondered if it was like.
Oh, you'll need to give them my invitation.
I missed it.
Alex think make more sense for Mirabelle to go down with you. You do not look like the sort of person who's normally buying.
This is
No, but
Very true.
Yeah.
a lot of rich people don't buy their own stuff. They send people to do it for them.
Well, you can go ahead if you want.
An upstanding lady would not dirty her hands with such stuff.
It's her invitation.
Or we could all go.
We could all go.
I prefer
Just
that you are not in.
But let's all go.
just
And,
keep an eye on it.
you know, I can trust you to protect me, can't I?
Very well.
It's not like it's all going to kick off, is it? I mean, I'm going to talk to a couple of shady customers.
Are there any like tracking things in her spy kit?
Yeah.
Can I sleight of hand one into her coat?
Go on.
No, you can't.
He rolled a 1!
You sleight of hand it into her coat perfectly. It slips into the coat with no problem. And she doesn't immediately sleight of hand it back into your pocket without you noticing. She got 15.
Yeah, I rolled a 1. That makes it 12. What? I get plus 11.
He's a
forget,
dodgy
sorry.
geezer.
I forget. I'm still in my D&D 5th edition. Lower
Space
numbers.
Rogue.
Starfinder is like bigger numbers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Athletics 10, yeah.
Space Rogue. Space Barbarian. I was going to say fighter, but I thought better of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you line up your ship with the dock. Can you make another piloting roll and not do as badly as you have done so far?
Ooh.
Crashing into the dock, bad.
Oh, I think he's done that one.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, that's definitely going to do it. You line up with the dock, smooth seal, cycle the airlock, And you're ready to go.
Alright.
I'll go to the airlock first, and I'll cycle it and head out. But I'm not going to interact with anyone. I'm just going to like move out, look around, make sure the air is clear, and then move to the side.
You're in like a warehouse vestibule kind of area.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of stacked boxes, a much smaller door set in a much larger door, leading further into the asteroid.
Okay.
Can I conceal my blaster pistol?
You can conceal it, don't need to.
I've just got all my guns on me.
Just in case, I'm going to have a rifle slung, but I'm going to have my pistol concealed.
Okay. Make a bluff check.
15.
As long as they're incompetent, you'll be fine.
I'll move forward then and check the door ahead of me and have a look around in case there's any cameras, bombs,
don't appear to be
laser
any
turrets.
Or laser turrets.
You never know. Droids that are going to pop out of boxes and start attacking me.
No, but even if there were, the boxes that are around here are too small for decent droids. It'd be embarrassing to name yourself after them.
That's like fisting robots, that boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, then it's the door leading into the asteroid.
Alright, well, if he's happy that we're
The
not going to get...
vestible's clear.
Vestible's clear and safe.
If the canary's all good, we're going to head on it.
Right, so you go through.
I should wear yellow.
I'll follow afterwards and watch the ship.
Immobilise the press again.
So you
pressed it twice. No, stop.
you step through into what looks to be almost like a barn. You've got a hollowed out asteroid, and over on one wall you've got about a quarter of the asteroid taken up by a pen that's got 3 of those skitter creatures in there.
What colour?
A pink one, a blue one, and a purple one.
I like purple.
Just inside the door that you've just walked through, there are 2 vest bodyguards, both of whom have got doshos, tactical ones, not the big flamey lightsaber ones.
It's a dosho.
It's like a big pole-arm weapon with 3 big blades sticking off it.
One of those.
On the...
Like a lightsaber scythe.
Except it's not the lightsaber version, it's just spikes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I've got one of those.
At a desk directly across from the door is a purple-skinned elf with white hair. And if you could all make a perception check.
Yes.
No.
Ooh. My perception modifier is -1. So I got 13.
Imagine that.
23.
9.
Yeah. There is a storage room on the other side, directly opposite where the pen is for the animals. And you hear something moving around inside there as well.
Can I hear what it is?
Sounds like somebody's shuffling around but trying to be quiet about it.
Alright, are we near anyone yet?
The 2 vest guards by the door, sort of looking you up and down as you come in.
I'll look them up and down.
Well,
kind of
nods
step
to
in and
you.
then I'll go.
Scar down one side of his face.
Boss.
Freebooter armour, both of them.
Boss. I'll gesture to Mirabelle and these guys to come through.
Once we're through and like out of direct earshot of these 2 bodyguards, I'll point out that there is someone behind that door, trying to be quiet.
Very well.
The drow
Security.
sat across from the door, stands behind his desk. He's wearing a very nice suit, very well pressed, very well cared for. His hair's very nicely coiffed. Cracks a big smile, which is unusual. Welcome to Genentech Originals. I understand you've come to make a purchase.
As long as we're happy, with the merchandise.
Well, please step over to the pen and we can inspect them at your leisure. You can choose whichever of the three you prefer.
We're not just going to settle on how they look on the outside. We want to know more about these
What
things.
they look on the inside.
Our young lady friend here is a very fussy individual, as you can imagine. Only the finest will do for her.
Of course, we cater to only the most discriminating clientele.
So we want to know more about them.
Well, what would you like to know?
Well, for a start, we know these things ain't natural. We want to see how they're made. We want to make sure she's not buying something that's going to break down in 6 months.
Oh, no, we're not that kind of organisation at all.
We want more than your word for it,
well,
mate.
as you may
We
know,
want to see it.
the drow houses of Apostate have encountered myriad ancient technologies, many of which we've been able to repurpose to our own use. Now, one of those we've recently acquired is a genetic resequencer, which we've been able to use to genetically modify base genetic material from existing species to create a smaller, more docile, friendlier version of a wild species, and which is what you see before you today. They've been artificially halted in their growth, so they shouldn't grow much larger than this, and they are superficially similar to other species, but genetically entirely different and have a significantly more limited cranial capacity. So while they are intelligent as pets go, they couldn't be described as sentient by any stretch of the imagination.
And what creatures would you have based these things off?
These creatures actually came to us from an extinct species that was once found in the Vescarium.
While he's doing his little blur, I'm the bodyguard who's a bit bored, but I'm looking around and checking there's no one like extra
Hidden in
dodgy.
side rooms.
And I'm having a look towards the side room to see if I can see anything. Just in a kind of I'm really bored. Yeah, whatever sciencey stuff.
Can you make another perception check?
No, come on.
5.
Oh God.
I'm getting distracted by the science talk. Oh, gene sequence.
You see Mirabelle drop something. She looks like she's trying to be subtle about it. Looks like a caterpillar.
All right, basically,
Robot
I'm
caterpillar.
gonna kind of wander slightly to the side to make him slightly follow, turn his head to follow me away from Mirabelle. Then, so what species would that be then?
To be honest with you, my Vesk associates were the ones that provided the ancestral genetic material. We just saw the potential for the use to... I'll be honest, we didn't intend to set up our organisation to cultivate pets originally. We're using the pets to raise capital to be able to sequence foods so that we can feed people on the less fortunate worlds, on Akaton, on Eox.
I'm guessing I can spot liars.
He's good. He's very good. But not that good. Can you roll sense motive?
That's the thing.
Like,
Oh God.
below the bridge.
No.
Oh!
No, I can't.
He's not lying at all. He's a salesman. But you can't
So everything he says is bullshit.
so tell that he's said anything false.
Still got doubts.
Understandably so. Obviously you'll have your doubts and you'll be a little unsure about exactly what it is we're talking about, but would you like to go into the pen with the creatures?
Like I said, mate,
Look them over yourself.
we're not interested in what's on the outside. We want to see what's in them.
Check their teeth.
That's not quite what I meant. I didn't mean a cavity search, now did I?
Very well, I quite understand, sir.
This can be achieved though.
Please
Sabo.
don't make cavities in the pets.
Do not
They
stick
already have cavities. I
do
assume.
not stick your fist in the animal.
This is not what I
That-
mean.
Please, all the paperwork for them is completely secure. I have it all over here, and with the adoption, you'll get all of the genetic certification, you'll get all of the proof of progeny, you'll get all of the proof of pedigree, all of these things come with each one, as well as a lifetime guarantee.
How long do pets live for?
Reasonably, if cared for properly, they could be expected to live 30 or 40 years.
This
But
sounds like good pets.
How would we know what these things originally were?
Well, none of us really know. They come from deceased material, fossil bones, you see. So the
Surely
creatures that
you
they were
identified
originally...
what these fossils were before you decided to clone them.
Well, yes, we identified what they were, but the fact of the matter is they were extinct. Our original version was larger, less pleasantly coloured, less good-tempered.
More Vesk.
Significantly so.
Alright, but what were they called? Someone must know. If you don't, someone must.
How do you name an extinct species? I mean,
I think you'll find archaeologists specialise in this sort of rubbish.
do you know a great many Vesk
While
archaeologists?
these two are bantering, what is Maribel doing? I'm just kind of looking over to her for any cues as to whether I should go and hit someone.
Well, at the minute, she appears to be very closely looking at her arm and tapping away on her arm. She's not really paying much attention to what's going on.
Oh dear. Right, I'm not drawing any weapons, but I'm angling my shoulders slightly so that my rifle's slightly closer to my
Sobo smash.
slightly closer to my left arm so I could bring it out if needed. Just walking around. Again, still just pacing and
I'm going to go and play with the pets.
That's just inappropriate. In the eye.
No, just poke them, see what they do.
They're like
They
tiny,
jump up, pick them up,
they're like tiny,
examine them.
fluffy, multicoloured
how squishy are they?
bears. They're quite squishy.
That's actually- I
Not that squishy.
don't really get why you'd have a pet, so I'm just examining
So
the
he's got very large eyes.
Okay.
And a very large mouth. And tiny little
Are
nostrils.
they sort of like big doughy, I'm
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
crying eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Watery.
Oh yeah, they're super adorable eyes.
Yeah.
Makes you want to eat them.
I bet they taste
For $500,000, they'd have to taste bloody fantastic.
Amazing.
Maybe he can just have a couple of free tasters.
The one that went wrong.
Boris, the one that didn't clone right.
That's what's behind door number 1.
How many doors into places? So we've come in one door, there's another door, I think something behind. Is that it?
You've
There's
got
a
your
desk.
door into the pet pen.
Okay, yeah.
You've got your door into something else.
Is that the one we think someone's behind?
Yeah, and then you've got your big open area.
Okay, it's really just one other way
So
out. of this
how
room,
much more
essentially.
to the space do we think there? Or
This is pretty much it. This is the whole of the inside of the asteroid.
It's a small
Oh, so
asteroid.
it's a very small asteroid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I walk? I'm just going to walk towards that door. Is there like a? Is it a? There's glass or there's?
It's polycarbonate panels.
Okay.
There must be some more. I'm thinking to myself, there must be more security than this. These things are worth $500,000 credits
Yeah.
each. I wouldn't have some ponce guarding them, and probably some other doughboy in the next room.
What if we want 4? I'd say turn around.
Well, then I'd have to order some more, but 4?
You only keep 3 on site. Seems like a low stock number.
Well, at $500,000 credits each, we don't exactly sell a lot of them.
No, this is not.
Some people have a lot of money to throw around.
They do, and for those
And
people,
what's a bigger
I'm
status
sure
symbol than having one of these things than having 4 of them?
I could quite happily order some more for you from our cloning facility.
Where are these things manufactured? I don't want them from some bloody knockoff joint. We want to make sure these things are kosher.
Well, of course they are. I have all the paperwork, as I said.
Paperwork can be forged, mate.
How long does it take
That would be dreadfully
to
improper.
order more?
It would be.
Well, the lab usually has a sort of rolling production on the go, so no doubt there'll be some more ready in a matter of days.
I'll look around the animal pen, because nothing else to do really.
Toys, food, water,
I'm just trying to keep the bloke
a
distracted.
big litter tray.
I'm trying to keep the bloke distracted while
Yeah,
he's
well,
doing
that's
whatever
again-
she's
yeah.
doing.
Again, distracting me. So. People in all
I'm
directions.
going to go over to the Vesk guards, and in Veskish, or Veskian, or whatever it's called.
Desk.
Vesk.
Very
It's
original
all
thing
just
called the
Vesk.
best.
Do they pay well?
Yeah.
Is there much trouble?
Share option as well.
Long time.
Yeah. Not a lot of trouble, no. See these drow boys, they're partnered with family members. Some of the big Vesk families. It's a partnership organisation. Seems these boys work anyway. It's not
Well,
is it?
is there sign up? Place I can job posting?
Family.
These are idiots.
Yeah, but you're a different clan, mate.
Very well.
It's all in the family.
Okay.
You're
walk
one of
away.
them Vesk 2 types, aren't you? With the funny voice.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with Vesk 2. Lovely place. Been there a couple of times myself. Bit chilly for my liking. But no, this is
Makes you strong.
it's a Vesk 1 family issue. Family concern, I suppose.
We spend too much time worrying about our families and the lines are my liking. But very well. If this is how it works, then this is how it works.
But what pay greatly.
No doubt. Well, enjoy. I look him up and down and think,
Oh my.
Hey, you probably could.
I'll go off. Back over to the others. Are we going to buy one? Are we buy a fluffy thing and leave? That's why we're here.
Alright, I'm gonna, while still talking at this bloke, I'm gonna see if I can catch Mirabelle's eye.
She's minutes looking down. At which point, see if it does first. Oh, it does.
Asteroid explodes and you'll die.
Something on the drow's wrist flashes and pings, and a little screen opens up.
Can I try and glance at what that is?
Excuse me a moment, please. And he goes over to his computer.
I'm gonna kind of try and catch a glance.
My hand slides to a grenade. Not
Woo!
pulling it or anything. Just into my
resting it
pocket.
there.
Yeah, just resting it there.
Under the guise of trying to, still talk to him, can I try and catch a glance of what's going on?
I'm going to be going over to Alex and you saying, I think I like the purple.
The pink one is heavier.
Stronger.
I
Pink
think.
it is.
Right, he flips his desk up on its side, ducks down behind it, and
Grenade comes out the
pulls a
pocket.
gun. Let's have initiative.
It's up here.
With us?
Above your health.
Oh, there you go. So,
Oh! Natural 20!
Oh, looks like somebody might be going before the drow.
Yeah. I beat you.
You did.
Haha!
What did you add?
20, I've got 2.
22.
Yeah, 22.
So Sobo goes first.
Yep.
What did you get?
19.
19. So the drow goes second. Then it's Corvus.
13, so.
13. So you go after the Vesk.
There are 2 vests, aren't there?
There are.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Okay, Sobo, you can go first. He flips his desk over,
Okay.
pulls a gun.
So I'm going to throw the grenade over the desk so it hits the wall behind him, bounces down, in behind the desk.
Go on then.
But I will, at the same time, I'm going to say to these guys, you take drow, I take them. So thrown, I get +6 to my attack roll.
Okay.
I'm going to die.
no, Mirabelle's going to die, so we're all going to die.
12.
12. Well, In fairness, you're not throwing it to hit his armor class, are you? You're
No.
kind of throwing it at a wall.
I'm trying to throw it behind the desk so that
So it's going to be within 15 feet of him when it goes off.
okay. Is it going to be? Is it going
The
to blast
question
us
will
as
be
well?
whether it's within 15 feet of anybody else.
Well, I will then move using my move to go towards the vessel.
Okay, well, you blow up your grenade first,
Okay.
and
So,
you two
1d6,
make
right?
a reflex save.
Thanks. Oh, that's a good thing to start.
Oh, hello.
There's reflex.
No, Alex.
So that's not bad.
19.
24.
The 24 will do it. The 19 is just shy of it. So
Sorry.
you
5 points of explodey damage.
take 5 points of damage, which comes off of your stamina first.
Okay.
Sorry.
Whereas
I'm
like,
holding a cute pink fluffy thing. How
Oh, you're in the animal pen. No,
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't hit you.
Okay, cool.
It's Mirabelle, though.
Okay.
So you throw yourself out of the way. She kind of takes the whole blast and goes flying towards the pen.
I've just really 100% not done my job.
don't worry, I'll bodyguard you, grenade!
That's the exact opposite of what your job was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Bodyguard, not body
There was
harm.
no chance of that.
I'm playing the
happening.
long game. So then I'll move towards the desk so that they don't just walk over and beat the crap out of her. Because that's what they'll do.
No, they'll be moving to you.
Yeah, I was gonna
You're
say-
the threat. You're
Yeah.
the nutter with the grenade. Okay, so the drow, despite being somewhat harmed, pulls gun and begins the shootings. And he is going to attempt to shoot you because you're the nutter with the grenade.
Okay, energy or kinetic?
Energy.
I've got on class 14.
Okay, he hits.
Yay! You've got 2.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Cool.
1d. What the dice I got out? The one I didn't get out was the one I needed for this gun.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
Resolve points. I don't know how they work.
They to stop you from dying,
Okay, cool.
for the
Good.
most part.
Glad I got 6 of those.
What does a Mirabelle have? Just out of interest.
Just out of interest,
I don't know.
she would have resolve point wise. She'd get
706.
yeah.
5.
5. That's not too bad. Okay.
Right, so if you could take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Ow. As you get lasered.
By the frickin' laser.
Probably in the back
So
because
right.
I've turned around. Ah!
Yeah, there's a rifle under his desk. And then Corvus's go.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Good choice.
No, I'm not.
No? Suppressing fire.
Keep it behind the desk. Good.
He did have
can,
cover.
can I move into cover?
There isn't really any.
That's his desk.
There's going into the animal pen.
There's Mirabelle.
You can hide behind me, but then you'd be standing in front of 2 desks.
Alright, I'm gonna move around to the side so he's not in cover either.
Okay. Meanwhile, the Vesk. Oh, obviously going to both try and close with you.
Mm.
First one misses, and the second one also misses. Both
It's 15, my kinetic.
whip their doshos down, yeah, but they got appalling rolls.
Yeah.
Whip their doshos down, and you just kind of turn out the way. Clang, clang. Ah. One of them looks at you with a grudging bit of respect. And then
I wind up the fist for later.
Alex's go.
Which one? Yeah, am I nearest to the drow or nearest to the Vex?
You're probably nearest, well, you're nearest to Mirabelle.
Yes.
Because she's just outside the animal pen. And then
Yeah,
after
yeah,
that, you're
basically.
nearest to the drow.
Okay. Well, I'll throw the dog or whatever it is, the animal pet thing. I'll throw the pink thing at him.
Okay.
It's 500,000 credits!
I want to know what he does. I don't care.
Good
So I'll throw
idea.
that at him and then draw him.
Okay, can you make a thrown attack?
Brilliant.
At -5 because it's not exactly aerodynamic.
I'm probably not
I don't actually want to
enjoying
get
the
involved in
experience.
care of hitting. But yeah, let's. I'll make a roll and see what's.
Oh.
What am I looking at for?
So
It's
attack
attack
bonuses.
bonuses, okay.
You've got thrown.
Thrown. With a -5, no. 14 -5 is 9.
Okay, so you just kind of fling this pink thing across the room.
Yeah.
And there's oh!
And then actually draw my.
It does distract him. He does go. "Huh!"
No shit.
My credits.
Interception! Back to the ship. Bye!
Could I move and reach Mirabelle?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'll do that. Yes, I'll do that and get between her and I want to try and get her out of the way. Maybe, in terms of cover, is there cover in the animal pen?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to.
So half cover. You got 50% cover because the animal pen comes up to sort of
Okay, but you can
shoulder
duck down,
height.
can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to get her into the.
And it's clear plastic, so you can see through it what's going on.
Go over to her. I want to get between me, between her and I don't know the drow, and then help her up and maybe try and get her the animal pen, but just see what she. Anyway, that's get near her and help her out. Essentially.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Sobo.
This is why they call me Sobo Hitty Glove.
Natural 1.
Yeah, here we go. 12.
He's not going to catch
This is
it.
why they call him Sobo.
Bonk.
It's a hitty glove. He never said he connected.
He
Yeah,
hit.
it was going to hurt, didn't I?
Yeah, he never promised any damage.
Damn it. That always happens. I was wondering if resolve points let you do rerolls.
So the drow is now going to take a pot shot at you, Roger,
I resent this.
which he's going to do successfully. Can you please take, wait, what is it? +1, 2 mighty points of damage.
Oh, that's good, because I can't take the damage he can.
Yeah.
And then it's your go.
I'm going to try and shoot him. I will say try this time. No. No, I won't.
You're rolling appallingly suddenly. It's like a
This is one of those
Three
TPK
Stooges.
moments,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, comedy moment.
Well,
His armour
Yeah.
class is 10.
His armor class is not 10.
No, I bet
His
it's
armor
not.
class is more like 18.
Whoa!
Oh, I'm
He's
screwed.
nimble ninja.
Wait,
dude.
no, hang on. His armor class isn't 18 because he's not wearing the armor that this claims he's wearing. He's wearing less armor.
We need to roll
That's
really
cool.
well.
Well, yours is 17.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah, no, this claims
Yeah,
he's got
kinetic
Lashunta
armor.
Yeah,
Ringler
he's
and
firing an
10.
energy.
No, his,
Oh, yeah,
his
yeah,
armor
sorry.
class is 14 and 15.
Oh,
Like
okay.
mine. Yeah, cool. Okay. You missed.
I did.
Shit.
And then the Vesk, yeah, there goes.
Hey, good. This is where I get pummeled to death. Yay, because Josh goes do D12 damage.
What'd you say your armor class was?
15.
Right, well, he doesn't actually hit you,
Okay.
but this guy does, and
Okay.
Doshko does D12 damage, doesn't
Yep.
it? Jack, sorry, so I only take 6.
Okay. Okay.
We could be in real trouble.
Yeah, we could be in
I
serious
think we're
trouble.
boned.
We could be seriously in trouble. I hope she's good. Okay.
So
Who's next?
After the Vesk, it's Alex.
Can someone shoot a vest, please?
What's Mirabelle in the feeling around? Does she? When I
I'm just
try and
rolling
help
her initiative. She's going last.
probably
She
going
was a bit
ow.
stunned.
She's playing with her
Okay.
thing.
If I try
Computer.
and get her up
Computer.
and help her up and get her into the animal pen, is she coming willingly or does she?
Yeah, no, she'll come in willingly.
Can we get to the animal pen?
Yep, that's not a problem. You managed that in the last turn.
Okay,
You
then
pulled her in. She was right there. You literally just had to pull her in through the doorway.
I'll shout, stop fighting or I kill the pets.
She shouts, "Cameras!" And 2 little drone cameras take off from her belt and start flying around the room recording things.
She shouted cameras.
Yep.
I'm gonna be like, I am Sobo Hitty Glove.
And she then takes a shot.
Cool.
Couple of shots at the Vesk.
Ooh. Hello.
Misses with one of them. 2 pistols. Pew pew. Hits with one of them.
I'm glad one of us can hit.
Only one out of us who's hitting them.
We've just got to distract him long enough.
He does an almighty 1 point of damage.
Hey, that's one more than the 3 of us have managed.
Yeah. And I've only lost 10 stamina points.
You've even got 10 stamina points.
Yeah.
That's something to be proud
That's
of.
true. That's true. I hope I can hit them. Should I get my Doshko out or should I still punch them?
I'd be tempted to get the Doshko out, to be
But
honest.
it's D12. But my fist is 1d4 plus 3.
Yeah, I'd rather do D12.
D12 is better.
D12 is better than 1d4 plus
it
3.
is, isn't it? But I'm Sobo Hitty Club.
You are.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
you could
get
be
my
Sobo
Doshko.
Hitty Stick for this one occasion.
Oh, I like this. Okay.
Plus, you know, it's an honour battle now because they've got Doshkos, so
Okay, fair
it's
enough.
only fair.
We have
We'll
to go.
retroactively apply for the name change too.
Okay, and that was Mirabelle, so we're back up the top with Sobo.
Okay. Swing the Doshko round and... Here we go.
That's a bit better.
20.
That will very definitely do the job.
Do I not add my strength modifier in hand-to-hand combat?
Is it not already factored in?
This is
In your...
D12 piercing.
Oh, for damage, yes.
Okay.
Guessing
Here
you
we go.
don't do that with guns.
12 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
I feel that.
That's the point where I'd be running away going, smoke bomb.
This is why we're not fighting the best.
Maybe today I am Sobo Hitty Stick!
Hang on, lads. I've got a plan.
And then the Drow takes another pot shot at you, Roger. What's your armor class?
Finesse for energy.
Energy.
15.
He misses, or he doesn't miss, but your armor soaks it.
Yeah.
You feel it heat up slightly where the blast hits you.
I knew this was
That
worth
might
the
just be
credits.
your crotch and you just wet yourself.
Ow!
You'll go.
Hey, Sobo, my crotch is always hot.
In combat banter.
Yeah.
It's because of the
I'm
rash.
actually going to take an unexpected move.
For the drought, the elf.
This
or the
is because
pet.
you scratch it all the time.
I'm actually going to take a bit of an unexpected move here, and I'm going to launch myself at the geezer,
The keys.
pulling out the set of
Okay.
Grapple rules.
Yeah.
Does the GM know the grapple rules?
Make a touch attack.
I
Wow.
beg your pardon.
It doesn't have to grapple.
Natural
Oh, yes.
20! I'm giving him a full dose. I'm giving the bloke a full dose of this thing that's enough to put down a horse.
Oh, shit.
Down he goes.
Well done. You probably just killed him. We're giving him some serious...
He was shooting at me.
No, yeah, no,
It's far
no,
better than we're doing
Hey,
the guns.
no,
What's
absolutely.
that?
I don't care. No, that's
Oh, where you're like laser guns are blazing
Yeah,
and Doshkos are flailing, and the most damage anyone's done so far is with a hypodermic full of ketamine.
Sod this. Take this, your horse.
Had your special K yet this morning? Right. Good shout. Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
The two
That's
there.
when you roll. That's when you need an natural 20.
It was, yeah.
Spraying gunfire over his head. Oh, sod this.
Those two vests are kind of getting in each other's way with their Doshkos
Cool.
because they're both trying to hit the same person.
Yeah, and
They
they're
keep-
big unwieldy.
They keep hitting each other.
Okay.
Or not each other, but each
Yeah.
other's Doshkos. So you've actually been helped by the fact that there's two of them.
Cool.
They both failed to hit you again.
Nice.
And Alex is going.
So nobody cares going to kill the animals. I'll shoot with the Vex.
Okay.
So bother.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Oh, that's cool because on a critical it does an extra D4 of burning damage because it sets them on fire.
Cool.
You're using the laser pistol.
I'm
aren't
using
you?
those pistol, yeah.
So it's 2d4 damage and he's on fire.
Steel.
Nice. A metal one.
Five damage.
Okay, yeah, you've injured him and he's on fire. I don't know that this can be emphasised enough. Stop, drop, and roll, says the other Vesk.
I'll wait for him to drop on the floor.
Oh, I know. I've already.
Oh, natural 20 from Mirabelle as well.
Oh!
Oh,
I thought that was one of them on me for a minute.
Nope.
Oh my god.
No, it was actually an ally being useful. Oh, good lord, she does terrible damage.
hey, she's just set the other one on fire.
No, same one.
Okay.
He's just doubly on fire now.
Really on fire.
Cool.
Really,
Is that the one I hit
really-
before or the other one?
No, it's the other one.
Okay, cool.
If they've all been concentrating
hang on.
fire.
I've got cleave, haven't I?
You have?
So if I take one down,
Yeah.
then I can go on
Then
to
you can go on to the next one. Sobo.
Right. I'm going to whack the one I hit.
It's a shame we're not playing Feng Shui because that'd get you extra attack
Oh, would it?
for making the noises.
Oh,
If you're playing Feng Shui, it specifically says in the rules to give you bonuses to attack if you make appropriate
oh god.
gun or weapon noises.
Cool. Okay. Maybe we'll have to play that sometime. Okay, here we go.
That's good.
At least we were getting natural 20.
11.
Oh, is that after all your mobs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Clearly, the fact that the guy next to you is on fire is
Yeah,
distracting.
it's
Oh,
slightly.
wait, what?
Yeah, whoa.
The other guy shouted, "Stop, drop, and roll." Did he mean me? No. Corvus, because the drow is having night time.
All right.
You can use his cover now as well.
I think they've got this covered. I'm going to go and investigate the computer.
Okay. In
In fact,
combat.
hold on. Have I got a clear shot of this bloke? No, because the guy's unconscious. I just gave him enough to knock out a horse.
No, I mean the two vests.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
still
okay.
fighting
Can I
over
get
the
a clear
other
shot
side
of one of them?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'll give it a go. Apologies if I shoot you. A mighty 12.
Yeah, that's not shooting anybody.
No.
Much better with the tranquilizer.
Right,
gonna become
unfortunately,
right.
Pete, one of the Vesk does manage to make contact
Okay.
this time, and he does 4 points of damage.
Okay. I'm now out of stamina, so it goes on to hit points.
It now goes on to hit points, yeah, which heal much slower.
Okay,
Stamina will refresh overnight.
sure.
Hit points won't.
Which I've only got 10 left of now.
Dun dun
I'm
dun.
going to punch this
Must
guy in
be
the face.
terrible for someone.
Alex, is your go.
Well, they're shooting from behind cover while someone else does the hand-to-hand seems good. I'll, miss.
Okay.
We're back to form.
We're a momentary
Hopefully,
lapse
that
of
means I get a
confidence.
natural 20.
The polycarbonate door at the back of the room bursts open, and 3 pathetic little space goblins burst out.
Space.
Just firing.
Okay.
They haven't shot at anyone because they couldn't see anyone, so they just like burst through the door and started shooting at the sky.
Okay.
Or the ceiling. The outside.
Reach for the sky, boys.
Which brings us to Mirabelle. Ooh, that's terrible. He does nothing useful.
Very well.
Which takes us back to Sobo.
I'm still earning my name.
Sobo hit
Hello.
his stick.
Here we go. Here's a hitty stick this time. That's an 18.
That'll do it.
Oh,
That's gonna sting.
16 points of damage.
Crunch! You actually feel his head dislocate from his neck
Cool.
as you hit.
Yep.
It flops over to one side loosely and he slumps to the ground.
Can I
And you can
carry on
continue
flow
the swing.
using my cleave feet and hit the flaming guy? I have to roll to hit him, don't I?
Yep.
Is he by any chance like prone on the?
No, he's on fire.
Yeah.
That tends to go against you being prone.
Yeah,
I know
they
the other
might
one
be
told him
rolling
to
on the
stop,
floor.
drop and
Just
roll.
let it-
But he's still trying to hit you.
Okay, 9.
Yeah, that won't do it.
Damn it!
Corvus, however.
I'm gonna. Where are the? What's closest to me out of all of this?
Right, so you got a big round room. You're in the middle of it. Mirabelle and Alex are over here. The Vesk scrap is happening here, and the goblins are over here.
They're the goblins.
All right, yeah.
I've just
shoot.
killed one of them.
I'll shoot a goblin.
Okay.
Or I'll try.
Hey.
I'll shoot a goblin,
Yeah.
assuming their armor class isn't 22 or higher.
Their armor class is not 22.
It's 25.
Is this energy weapon you're using?
It is an
Yeah, their armor class is 11.
Oh, good.
4. Pew. I'm assuming I don't add dex to it.
No, you don't.
4.
It still hurts. Quite a lot. It's like, Sorry, it's all got a bit labyrinth in here.
It's cool.
Labyrinth? Tra-la.
Yeah. Well done.
I hit one.
Yeah.
Right,
Make
Vest
sure that
chap
was
is
on
going to have
camera.
one last attempt at hitting you because things
Really?
are all going very, very south
Yeah.
for him. He swings, flinging his Doshko across the room in the direction of the goblins,
Okay.
who scatter out of the way of it.
The
Alex is
flame's got in his eyes or something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try and shoot a goblin, because I'm less likely to shoot an ally at that point.
Plus it's funny. The perennial problem of being first level.
Yay! Cool.
After Alex, it's the goblin's turn. Two useless goblins, one useful goblin. But you've got 50% cover. It makes it past your cover.
Oh, shit.
And it does. 1 point of damage. It's a space goblin.
It's a space goblin with a jump laser.
Oh,
An unstable jump laser, no less.
sounds cool.
Right, you actually take 3 points of damage.
Ow.
He's seriously hurt. Ow. Yeah, yeah.
So, Alex, take a shot. If shooting is what you want to do.
It is. No, but...
It's the thought that
So, yeah,
counts.
it's-
Pew, pew, pew.
Suppressing
pew, pew.
fire.
Suppressing fire. If it's any consolation, that's kind of what the goblins are doing as well.
Oh, it isn't. They hurt.
Mirabelle's doing suppressing fire as well, it turns out.
Cool.
But it takes us back to Sobo once again.
We're all massively competent in this group.
Go
Okay.
for it.
So the stripper.
Next time, at 5th level,
Hitty glove. Hitty stick.
Sobo not hitting anything.
Oi! 16.
Will certainly do the trick.
Okie doke. And Flaming Dude takes 13 points of damage.
Yeah.
Whopper!
He's all over the dead.
Good. I'm going to turn around and look at Corvus and go, I like the hitty stick.
I'm not looking at it.
I don't care.
I think he might be a bit distracted.
I may look at a camera.
Right,
and
Drow
say,
can't go. Corvus go.
Shoot the goblin I shot last time.
These goblins do not have much of a chance now.
11.
He's trying to help us out, isn't he? No.
11
Oh.
is a hit.
Ah!
2.
And you put him down.
Oh.
Yeah! Like a hero.
They're goblins, aren't they?
The other two goblins throw down their knives and their guns and they cower on the ground with their hands up going, no shoot, no shoot.
Okay, I'll walk over to the nearest one and whack it with my Doshko. It's not my go yet. It's not. It's sorry.
Wow, combat
Acting out of
thing,
turn.
so I think you probably just do that.
Does anybody want to take any action in combat?
No.
No.
Yeah, after the goblins, it is pretty much your go.
Okay, I'll step over and whack the nearest goblin with.
In a position
I do
to
hit
cleave
stick.
into the other one?
No. This is just like.
Yeah, you probably will kill it.
That's cool. Do I have to roll?
No,
You
not
whack
to
the
hit.
goblin.
Roll damage.
Yeah, roll your damage.
That's a dead goblin.
13 points of damage.
That's a dead goblin.
He said no shoot.
That's enough actually to kill both of them.
No, I've only hit one of them. I don't
Okay.
want to cleave.
Alright, so I'm going to check the drow guy is dead.
The drow guy has died.
It's unfortunate. It's his terminal that he was using. I noticed he didn't log out.
The terminal that he was using, the sort of wrist terminal, he went over to the main terminal. No, he didn't log out, but it didn't matter because it had already been accessed. And when you look at the terminal, there's like a little organic-y caterpillar-looking robot attached to the terminal.
I'm going to just take the terminal. Can I also search the bloke for anything else?
Yep, he, much like you, had an azimuth rifle.
I'll make that my 6th rifle.
Yeah.
Oh,
You sold the other ones.
I didn't. I gave half of them to the bloke and kept the other half.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I was taking you at your word.
And he is
Well,
wearing...
I had a load of pistols and stuff in the bag, didn't I?
Sacco guns.
Sacco guns.
It was rifles.
There was some bits and bobs.
What's he wearing? He was wearing station wear flight suit. Armour.
Coveralls.
Well, not
Oh, he was
coveralls.
wearing-
Yeah, no, I know.
His was done as a flash
His wasn't
suit.
very-
He was
Oh,
wearing-
okay.
Does it look like it would fit me?
It might be a bit tight.
Might be able to get it adjusted.
You might be able to get it adjusted.
I don't have his
You
suit.
need to let it out.
Sorry, station wear casual.
Perhaps this goblin is evil mastermind behind the whole plan.
Is he carrying
I
anything
got it.
else?
Pick the
Alex
up.
wants to know his Mirabelle. I
He
think.
has a dueling sword.
Oh, yoink.
Mirabelle sort of stood up going, yeah, I'm fine. It's ringing in my head. That was
Apologies, distraction was very distracting.
Where are the fluffy animals? 2 are in the pen. Where's the third one? That he chucked.
The pink one
Green.
appears to have died in the crossfire.
Mate, that was 500,000 credits.
But the purple one and the blue one are
Sobo
both
wants
still
purple
intact.
one.
Right. Sobo,
Sobo wants purple one.
find some crates. Let's get these things on the ship.
Wait, before we do, have a look at them. Any of you any good at medicine?
I
Or
dabble.
First aid or anything like that?
I dabble.
I was field medic.
Right, okay. I need you to check
Um,
to see if there's any surgical
I think
scars.
you should let me have a look at this, Sobo.
You can't say that looking at my character sheet, Roger.
No.
I
I'm
was
saying
field
this.
medic. I've seen many wounds.
I need you to check for scar tissue around the head, face, and under some of the arms.
Look, mate, in my line of work,
these-
I
of
have an
these
in-depth
two.
knowledge of biology.
Pet things.
You take blue one. I take purple.
We're not cutting these things open.
No,
Look
just
at the
need you to
dead
look
one.
For scars. Just look at them.
I'm going to
That's a 22.
15.
18.
Right. You, Sobo, do actually find some scar tissue between the two sets of arms.
Yeah.
Like something fairly significant has been removed and then covered over. And there is evidence of some scarring around the eye sockets of the one that you look at as well. When you
So,
point it out to the
chop
others,
chops.
you're both able to see it as well.
Can I bring one of the? Can I bring the dead one on board as well?
I was field medic.
Look, mate, we all saw it. I say completely lying. We've all
I'm
got eyes.
I'm gonna keep the purple one. I'm not just holding it.
I'm assuming there's crates somewhere.
Yeah.
Put them in the crates. Let's get them on board.
It is not cargo. It is animal. I pull a small
I don't.
ration bar out of my pocket and
I don't
crumble
think.
a bit.
I don't
and give
think
it-
the young lady's
give it
going to
to
want these things running around her ship making mess. That's a very swanky looking ship.
Do
She's
you
gonna
want
it
one?
clean.
I want one now.
No, I don't actually want one, especially not now that we've seen what they've done. These aren't genetically modified at all. These are lobotomized, surgically altered skittermanders
And from Vesk Homeworld.
From
Vesk should
still
look
valuable.
after them now.
from Vesk 3.
Well, less said about Vesk 3 better.
Wait, is it Vesk 3 or is it Vesk 2? That is the question.
If it's Vesk 2, then I will take him. Raise him to be my own attack skittermander.
No, they were from Vesk 3.
Well, less said about Vesk 3 better.
I'll take the blue one.
Yeah, these are supposed to be sentient.
I'm going to
So
take the
much.
blue one, put it in a crate, and give it a small dose of sedative.
I look at the goblin. Watches through the door.
Cupboard? Goblins hiding in cupboard. Crates for animals.
You go get the crate.
I go get a crate. He goes running up. He comes back a minute later with a crate.
Is there anything else in that cupboard?
Food for animals. Food for elf. Food for Vesk. Toilet.
Go load the food into the crates.
I'm going to go to the toilet.
Yeah, there's a little bunk room.
Yeah.
With a toilet and a micro kitchen and storage unit.
Characters never go to the toilet in role-playing games, so I'm going to go to the toilet.
Can you roll
Very fourth wall.
dex and weeing?
Ranged attack on the toilet bowl. Oh, that's a 17.
You hit.
Excellent.
Alright, I'm going to tell the goblin to go put all the animal food or the food, Skittermander food, in the crate.
You're not going to kill me?
Not yet.
Not if you do what we say.
Right, Chief.
I'm going to hand over the computer thing I took off the drow to Maribel.
Yeah, she peels the caterpillar off of it and goes, right, just as I suspected. They are farming these things, and they are just using it as a way of making money. Okay, that's our next destination. We're going to go and find their farm.
I think your old man might wonder where you've got to.
Well, it's too late for that now.
I believe we need to discuss danger pay.
Haven't you uncovered the story though?
No, so far all we've uncovered is a drow and 2 Vesks selling a couple of surgically altered Skittermanders.
And
We
3
need to
dead goblins.
Find where they are.
2 dead goblins.
2 dead goblins.
You literally just kill the other goblin.
Yeah. It's a goblin. It's a space goblin. They're vermin.
Goblin?
Spobbly
3 dead spoblins.
bobbly.
Alright, well now it's already loaded the food up.
Yeah.
We should probably take the food on board because we're going to need to feed these things.
Very well. I'll carry the crate. Because I just killed the goblin.
Right, you want danger pay? I'll give you danger pay. You want to loot stuff? You can loot stuff. But better than that, I can edit the footage to make you look like heroes.
You don't need to edit the footage.
Sobo hit the glove, killed 4 of 5. Edit footage for court.
I think you'll find, boss. I took down the big cheese. You just took down the brainless ones.
The ones who could fight.
And, me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Might
you.
edit that bit out.
Thank you for
Yeah.
your assistance.
Hitting your charge with a grenade. Not exactly fine
That
bodyguarding.
was a distraction.
Look, gentlemen,
It's
we've got to go. We've got to go now because...
We need to look after these poor innocent animals.
Yeah, but if we don't go straight
to
from
send
here
everything
to
from the
there,
bodies.
then everything from here
Sobo claims asteroid.
found out.
Ignore
What
him.
are you going to do? Just sit here in the asteroid?
Rex, you
I
wanna
claim,
pick
out
up
of
those
us,
sticks.
I claim asteroid.
They've got to be worth
If we all
something.
come back and asteroid's still here, and no one here,
Put them
it
in
is
the cargo
Sobo's.
box.
Yeah, load it up.
Okay, fine. You can have the asteroid.
You here?
Are you coming?
Whatever, mate.
Alex
what
will
was
pick up those.
Yeah, we're going to
Sticks.
basically load up everything they were carrying. The crappy blaster things goblins had. Might be able to offload them.
Yeah, don't use those, says Mirabelle.
I wasn't planning on using them, but some people are desperate and have credits.
Fair point.
He is nice man.
We are desperate
Hey.
and don't have credits.
If they're dodgy enough
Give
to
me
want to
gun.
own one of these things,
Look,
they
I've met
shouldn't
some
be owning the real one.
Skittermanders, and they're really nice people, and they're very helpful, and they are kind of adorable. And it's just not fair that they're being abused like this.
I agree.
Actually, can you make a perception check? She
Oh,
Oh, I thought it was a 20.
15.
Can I look up what the real creatures look like?
Yes, very similar, but they've got an extra pair of arms,
Okay.
and they're generally not lobotomized. They are in fact sentient and capable of doing stuff.
Okay. And small eyes.
Like sort of low-level
Slight.
intelligent creatures like chimpanzees.
No, they're smarter than chimpanzees.
Oh, okay.
They are available as a player character race.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, do I see anything?
Next character.
Yes, yes, you do. You see some of the lettering on images that fly past. Very similar.
If she's only taken the thing, I'm keeping the computer. I
Yeah.
won't look at myself.
But as you're sort of scrolling through reams and reams of useless, crappy information, shipping manifests and things like that, you do notice that some of the writing that is on some of the documentation that you've got is exactly the same as the glyphic writing that was on the weird sonic device you discovered previously. It's in a language that's unfamiliar to you, which is what makes it jump out, that it's the same.
Where is Fawn?
Castrovel.
Can we go via Armora on way? I'm
Well-
assuming this will be more heavily guarded.
If we stop in Quabarat City,
Say that 3 times quickly.
Quabarat City, Quabarat City, Quabarat City.
Very good.
I'm a natural linguist. If we stop by Cabaret City, we could probably pick up a few bits and pieces from there.
Sounds good. I'll sell some of these.
How
things.
far is the journey to the course or the place you mentioned?
Less than a week. We could even swing by the station, but if we swing by the station, my dad will want to see us
We will
all.
be in trouble, and we will be in trouble.
And then, trouble. Whereas if we skip the station and we...
How are we clear that this is not? You will get back and say, "Oh no, these 3 strange men took me somewhere I should not have gone."
Oh, no. No, if anybody's going to get away with this, it's going to be me. So
I'm
if
making
anybody's going to
fairly
help
that
you
my
get away
recording
with it,
devices have picked that up.
Very well.
if anybody's going to help you get away with it, it's going to be me.
Very well.
Well, I'd like to say, I think your old man would like to go home. But it's your choice, miss. You're the captain.
I'm sure he would, but we need to get to the bottom of this story.
These should not be subjected to torture.
I completely agree. I think it's
They
unkind,
should have the
inhumane,
right to die in combat like everybody else.
or the right to live their lives however they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're kind of nice people. They generally help out, do stuff.
Then about you lot, I wouldn't want to be lobotomized and used as a pet.
Understandable.
Kill me
Or
if they do it to me.
uninstalled, I guess, in your case.
Hard to tell with some meat.
To Castrovel!
Get on the ship.
That wasn't as dramatic as I'd hoped.
To Castro!
Castrovel!
Oh, you guys. The end. And we will wrap up there. I have got another section of it,
Oh.
which could potentially be a thing that could happen. There is the section on Castrovel already written, ready to go.
Oh, cool.
So
Excellent.
this 2-shot might turn into a 3-shot.
A 3-shot.
So yeah,
Which is kind of like how much Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay we've done so far. So it's kind of like a small series at this stage.
a mini-series at that stage.
Mini-series,
Yes.
yeah.
So there is the potential there for a further bit. Now, obviously, I can't let anybody go without first saying,
Yep.
don't forget the Discord, the Facebook, the website, the forum, the Instagram, the Amazon wish list, the Patreon that never happened, the
Twitter.
what?
Twitter.
Oh yeah, Twitter.
Yep.
Line of merchandise, T-shirts.
Yes. There's a range of cups.
Garblag
caps.
themed snack foods.
And to like and subscribe.
And if comment what
comment.
what we did wrong, if you
Or
give us
what-
some hints about Starfinder.
Rolling dice.
Or what games you want us to play.
And the Monday Night Club if you're in the area.
Yes.
Yes.
What games would you like us to play?
Mm,
Let us know
absolutely.
in the comments below.
There's Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay going on. There's Traveller going on the channel, so check those out. And
And we know that Pete's now interested in the Feng Shui game because it means that he gets to make machine gun noises.
can I slow-mo across the table?
There's no negative for doing so whatsoever.
Oh.
Yeah,
Excellent.
but it's actually easier to perform dangerous stunts than it is to play sensibly.
Cool.
It's great. And most people have moved, so you just knock them down with one blow.
Sounds
None of
good.
They're not even
None of
wearing
this
a name
48
badge.
shots.
Yeah. Well, it would help if we hit them.
Exactly.
But yeah, thank you for watching and see you again soon.
Bye-bye.